into the fall for you guys, and we call it autumn. But whatever you want to call it, lovely colours on the trees. Different time for you. Sometimes brings in respiratory issues. I think a lot of people understand that this is the time for you when you have to pre-prepare for winter. Sometimes not very good. We have to go out in cold weather and we don't put a scarf on around the back of our necks, and we might have lung issues. From a clinical reflexology point of view, we thought we'd show you how to balance not only the surface of the lungs, but the lung aspect
themselves,
and
yes.
themselves.
The lungs are actually different each side of the body. They are not the same. The left lung is smaller than the right lung, and basically the left lung has 2 lobes. The right lung has 3 lobes. It's bigger. If you want to work the lungs, it is below the shoulder line, above the diaphragm line, but under the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th toes only. That's exactly where it is in the physical body, or in the zones, or whatever, however you want to explain it. It's also the dorsal, the back of the body. So it's at the front, which is the better way of accessing it, but it's also the back of the lungs. So after working whatever techniques you do on lungs, then you can balance it at the end.
And this is the right hand, so reflective of Moss's right lung, so it's a little bit bigger.
Yes.
Because his heart's in the left.
On the left.
He's got a big heart on the left. So he's only got a couple of lobes on that side. So pretend this is the big toe. So yes. we don't need zone 1.
You don't, yep.
So all we're going to be doing is doing a nice infinity sign 4 times on the lung itself. So I think that's 3. I'll come around to 4 and stop. Come on.
And then we'll turn over, but yes, on the dorsal.
Turn over, but you can do it obviously on the dorsal foot too. Yep. So then we're going to not go so much obviously into zone 5. So we're just going to do a nice figure 8 on the back of the lung too. And
so you can do this in your treatments, but you can also do it on yourself or give your clients to do.
It's lovely. You can do it to yourself. You can do that to your client, and what it actually does, it actually balances any work you've done across the lungs itself. It allows the body to go, and if you do it 4 times, it helps to we're bringing that balancing aspect of it. That's
to it, yes.
Part. So that's a good one to do.
And of course, you can do both sides
and hands.
Yep.
Beautiful. So then the reflexologist can be working however they wish to work reflexologically on the foot or the hands, and then they follow it with this infinity sign.
Yep, balancing.
Oh, beautiful.
And there's a trick to it. There's something we don't always tell. We only use it on the lungs, nowhere else. Why? Because we can do it both directions.
Which is balancing.
Which is balancing. So if you look, I'm probably, and I can't tell now from this angle, but I'm going clockwise.
Yeah.
Probably. This side you're doing anti-clockwise, balancing through the body.
Yeah.
Yin and yang at play. So it's balancing through the body. So always do both sides, front and back.
Yeah.
Back. Yep.
Oh, thank you so much.
And it's easy. Nice one. It's easy to do. So
we use that after. So you see, if we're working with lung energy, we might do all sorts of different things for lung, but then we'll balance it afterwards, and then move on to something else. So it's allowing the body to take that section of it, the work, and then go, oh, right, okay, yep, and then we'll do something that is appropriate.
And again, this comes from the Chinese. Balancing and treating are 2 different things. You can't treat and balance
at the same time.
So one of the things we'd say to people is, working everything, do 4 times. You're bringing a balancing aspect to what you do. So much of the Chi-Medics approach can be applied to any body therapy at all, actually.
Yeah.
And it'll improve it. And that's the other thing we say is go and try it. Don't tell your clients, just put it into what you do. They'll notice the difference.